Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is Lance and I'm back with another video, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about some of the things that are on my mind and some of the things I've been thinking about. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you learned something new, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes and let's get right into it. The first topic that I wanted to talk about was depression, and it's because a lot of people are going through it, and I could never see why. Like, I understand if you lose a family member or something, that's something you could be sad about, but if you're just overall depressed about your situation, like, you got problems, because it's just a selfish man's disease. If you would wake up and do everything for other people, like, if you literally just woke up and thought, how can I better other people around me, you wouldn't feel sad. You wouldn't be thinking about you. Every time someone's depressed, listen to the things they say. It's always me, I, like, it's always about them. It's never for an external reason. So, this is the main reason why I wanted to talk about it because a lot of people that I know are depressed and they're not happy with their current situation, but they look at it in the wrong way. If they would just use it as motivation to change the way they're living, then they wouldn't feel that way no more. No one just wakes up and feels happy. You got to do things to make yourself feel happy throughout the day, whether that be chasing wins, waking up early, being productive. Like, I never understood why people just drown themselves in depression and never do anything to change it. Another thing that I think is closely tied to depression is using vices. And that could be anything that helps you escape reality or that's a bad habit. So basically, what I mean is the person that smokes weed to forget about their reality, or the person that drinks so that way they don't think about their current living situation. And I think it's one of the most unhealthy things you could do as a person, and that's just run from your problems. Now, some people use it in a productive way, like some people smoke weed to relax so that way they can go to bed and stuff. And I could totally see that being a positive. But if you would have just worked harder that day, fatigue is the best pillow. If you grind hard as fuck all fucking day and you accomplish everything that you want to do, you can go to bed happy. You don't have enough energy to stay awake. And a lot of people that just wake up negative and wake up depressed, it's because you haven't created a reality that you want to wake up to. People just want to lay in bed all day and sleep in because they didn't build the reality that they wanted to wake up to. Shit always blows my mind whenever people just escape reality through drugs or through anything, whether it be eating, just anything that gives you pleasure that you're using to escape your current situation is just so negative to me. Like, I would rather face all my problems head on than just hide from them for years and years and years using bad habits and vices. Now, I could go in for hours talking about how depression is just so selfish and it's just a lazy mentality, but I got other topics that I want to talk about. So if you guys find this helpful or interesting, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely touch more on these topics. But the next thing I wanted to talk about was anxiety. And that's because anxiety is just a lazy person's disease. If they would just use their anxiety as motivation to do better, then they wouldn't feel that way. Like, anyone that has anxiety about the way they look or about anything, like, let's say you're fat, like, if you don't want to feel anxiety about being fat, don't be fat. Go exercise. Go eat healthy. Like, instead of just victimizing yourself, making yourself seem like a victim, why don't you change it so that way you can have more confidence, have a better body, have more, like, positive things around you? And one of the next things that always bothered me was people will ask me, like, how do I get in shape easy? What's the easiest way to do this? What's the easiest way to do that? Why does it have to be easy? If it was easy, everyone would have it. If it's not easy, it means more when you get it. And for all you people that are like, oh, it's too hard, or oh, I don't understand how to do it, I don't know how to do this, stop overcomplicating things and just do it. Like, you're overcomplicating it so that way you don't have to do it. Like, if you don't understand how to do something, it gives yourself an excuse not to do it. But every successful person had excuses not to do something and they still did it. That's why they're successful. And if anyone that is around you says, oh, that's hard, why would you do that? That's just a weak person's perspective of what you're doing. If you become anything after you say I am, so if you say I am tired, if you say I can't do this, or anything along the lines of after I is what you become. So if you say I'm unstoppable, that's what you will become. If you say I got this, then you do. It's all in your mentality. It's all your perspective about the way that you're doing something. I used to watch a guy called Wes Watson a lot, and one thing that he used to say that blew my mind was, in this life, you can look like a fitness model, you can stack like a banker, and have the mindset of a scholar. The internet has leveled the playing field. So if you're not any of those three, it's because you're lazy, it's because you're procrastinating, and when you procrastinate, you become a victim of your circumstances. So if you either wake up and go get it or live without it. It's that simple. One day I went down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out the meaning of life. Why are we here? I didn't choose to be born. I didn't choose to have to live this thing called life. But after doing a little bit of searching, I found out that there's mainly only one thing that you need to do in this life, and that's create the person that you admire in every way so you can give that person to the world. If you become the person that you always needed, you can give that person to the world, and that is your meaning. Every day I wake up and I try to become the best version of myself that I can. And I also try to make it pleasing to those around you. So no one wants to listen to the fat guy that goes to the gym every single day because he doesn't make it pleasing to the people around him. Everyone just sees, oh, you go to the gym and you're still fat. No, I want to become the best version of myself, become sober, become fit, become rare, become rich. And I want to make it pleasing to those around me so that way I motivate them to want to do the same. The reason why is because your weakness is their way out. If you're asking someone for something, but you have a weakness in that same area, they're just going to use that as their excuse. If you ask someone to stop drinking, but you're smoking, they're just going to say, oh, well, that's your thing. I have mine. Like, leave me alone, you know? So you need to get rid of all weaknesses, all vices, make it pleasing to them so they'll also want to change. Like, I never understood how like someone that drinks, smokes, does all that can tell someone to stop eating, like unhealthy. Like, you have your vices, I have mine. Like, if you want me to change, you gotta be someone I look up to. You gotta be someone that I would want to be like. Because if not, you just become a hypocrite. There's two ways to lead people in this life. You can either inspire or manipulate. So whenever you're asking someone to do something or change in any way, ask yourself, am I manipulating them to become this way? Whether that be like let's say you want your kid to stop drinking or doing drugs, like, are you taking away his phone to manipulate him to not want to do it? Or are you being sober yourself, showing them how positive it is so that way they'll want to do the same? I tell my mom all the time, I love you, but I hate your habits. She has so many bad habits and vices that are damaging her health that whenever I get successful, whenever I get rich, I'm doing this for them. I don't wake up every day for me. I wake up every day, try to make more money, try to become more positive, try to become more fit for my girlfriend and my mom. But in the end of the day, once I get all the wealth, once I get all the mentality, is she even going to be around whenever I have it? Like, I just want my mom to become healthy so that way she can be there whenever I get to where I want to be in life. I want to be able to support her. I want to be able to let her live the life that she's always wanted to live. Because I grew up with a single mom that worked hard every single day so that way we could have a life that we wanted to live. When I grew up, I never had nice things. I got spoiled when I was like a baby, but like, who doesn't? Once I started getting older, I never got shit. Like, whether it be Christmas, my birthday, like, I would get things here and there, you know? But that's not what I validated myself as. I validated myself with what I can accomplish, what I can do. It's a reason why I love skating and biking and stuff so much, is because you literally got to commit to what you're doing. If you don't, you're gonna fail. And every time you go to learn something new, you're inspiring yourself, you're inspiring the people around you to do better, to become better in whatever you're trying to do. Next time, before you start anything, ask yourself, am I committed or am I interested in this? Because if you're just interested in this, if things don't work out, you're going to listen to the people that are telling you it's okay to quit. If you're committed to something, no matter how you feel or the people around you, you are going to stick to it until it works. That's the type of mentality you need to have, because the people around you are okay with failure. You can't be. These are just some of the things that's been on my mind lately. Let me know if you guys feel the same way or if you disagree with anything that I say. I love to chat with you guys and figure out what your point of view is on some of the things that I just talked about. So like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's try to get this video to 100 likes, and I'll see you in the next one. I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottles is on the knee. Cause all my niggas got it out the street. I keep 100 racks inside my knee. I remember